gonna be okay?
Yeah. More emotionally, not as far as physically, but...
Ouch.
How are you feeling?
So, I'm here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're back at my office.
Right, yeah, because we walked back. Sorry, I just,
Don't apologize. You've been through a lot, or I can only imagine.
Yeah, I just spent this
what
many
happened?
hours. After I talked to you about, the Seductive Rose situation, I said I wasn't gonna really look into it, but as on my way back, I was, curious. I was trying to look around, and I saw him.
I told you not to engage.
Well, I wasn't going to really engage. I just want to take a little peek, and I saw this crazy purple thingy power, and then around, I think, Mario's cabin, and then I thought I lost him because it disappeared, but he was behind me, and then I don't know what, I can't remember what he said, but he just hit me, knocked me down, and the next thing I know, I was locked in his cage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, River.
No, I didn't it really caught me off guard. I feel bad because I couldn't do more to protect myself. I wasn't quick enough.
You can't blame yourself. The Seductive Rose is ruthless.
Yeah, it literally killed me.
Right.
Before, so
I
can't even imagine.
It was
Did
weird.
it say anything to
you? He was talking about getting more powerful than ever. He's back. He got this the sword going on. He mentioned names like Dranus and Dran.
No.
And
what did he say about Dran?
Well, talking about forging things back, that kind of deal, like the sword.
It's true.
Yeah, I wasn't too, because I was in there, I wasn't paying too much attention, but he did say something like that, so I assume it's the Seductive Rose itself, or something that he did it.
Something was controlling Dran that made Dran reforge the sword that was in the ocean.
This is all so confusing.
Does that have something to do with that other Dranus person? I don't know, because I saw the Dranus person once. Well, that person, I think, gave me the so-called love potion, but turned into hate potion.
That makes sense. You drank that.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be given to you.
Why you acted that way.
Well, it was supposed to be given to you. So.
What?
Yeah. Well,
you got that to give it to Brian?
Yeah, I was.
Why didn't you tell me?
No, it was heavily implied, but I thought I was doing this whole thing. I thought, self-love, so I thought I could need some loving in myself, so I drank it. But obviously, it was a trap. Well, I'm
the one that told you that you needed to learn self-love.
Yeah, well,
that's not what I meant, River. But
I know. I feel better now. But and then the whole thing happened, and then. I don't know, when I was in the cage, he also did something. He said he wanted to be more powerful and to complete whatever his form or whatever the kind of thing. He just tried to do some magic on me. It was, I don't know what he's doing. He's putting me in those all dark, misty things, and everything turned dark. I was in a glass cage kind of situation, but everything just is kind of hurting me. There's I don't know, just sounds, and my head hurts, and it was draining something out of me, and then suddenly I was just
he's draining your power.
That's what he's doing. Very concerning.
I feel really weak still. I went to a place. He sent me to some sort of a middle of nowhere. It's like a dream, but it's more like a nightmare.
He heard he seemed so much more powerful than he was before. And he wants more power on top of this all? He's already conjuring portals and...
Who knows what he's gonna be doing? What the Seductive Rose is gonna do next?
Well,
I
I
need to go train.
He has to be stopped.
I don't know how. He's very strong. Like, I don't know what he can turn into you or something. Like, he was like, he looked
I
like
was
you.
the last vessel that he took upon. That's why he still looks like me.
Well,
That's why I had to change like this.
I assumed that was, I don't know if it was real or not. It was just you, looked like you, and talking to me, saying that it's all my fault. It's, I'm a liar
Wait,
and everything. Just, which could be
Trevor.
true. Like,
No,
all the things.
you know that's not true,
No.
right?
You
You have to know that that's not true.
I know,
Remember
I
what you were
just-
telling me before? You had a new outlook on life and you were
Yeah.
excited and...
Yeah, I know, but he remembered all the things, and that was all the things that I've done. And
I know.
even though I try to be something better, maybe I don't know if I can even like get anywhere better.
No.
That's what he said.
We're not gonna have that outlook. I know you've been through a lot, however long you were gone, but we're gonna get you back to that, okay?
Right.
Self-love and
Yeah.
we're gonna get those thoughts
Yeah,
out of your head.
You're right.
It's gonna take some time, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm just. I guess I should, focus on that, but I'm just worried about everything because he, like, the Seductive Rose, he came out stronger. He has a totally different look, and he's scarier. He could do anything. He left. He went to the
Wait.
camp, I assume, right?
What do you mean he has a new form?
Oh, he was when I got out of this like nightmare. When he was no longer like the old look. He was have like big purple wings, and I don't know, like green kind of something, and just like it's totally different. Like it's like he achieved his final form, that kind of situation.
Final
that
form?
can't be good.
So- are you okay?
Brian?
Fine. It's just this soul crystal that I've been using inside of me is just taking a toll, and I'm not supposed to be using it, but you were in danger, and I just didn't really know how to really open it, but I'm fine.
Oh, so that was the thing when I was in there and you trying to break me out. That whole
Yeah,
bright
but it's
light.
not in its maximum form, unfortunately.
Well, you
But
tried.
it's something that could defeat the Seductive Rose.
Well, you
Right.
need to do whatever you can to get it at its final form if you're going to defeat that.
Yeah,
It looked
no,
pretty
you're right.
powerful from what I saw.
Yeah,
With that and my new sword, hopefully that'll be the case.
right.
I really hope so.
New form.
Yeah.
I'm
just-
sorry, but I need to go. I
Brian,
need to tell Impu about this.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all of like the things that my stupidity have to let you guys go through. Everything.
I'm sorry too, again, for everything.
You guys don't need to apologize. It's fine.
right.
If I just didn't take that sword that day, maybe things will be different. But for now, I'm just glad that you guys are okay now, and I just need to go defeat the Seductive Rose, or at least train to defeat it.
Okay.
Good
All
luck.
right. All right.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later.
All right.
Bye.
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 Now, as for you, you've
Yeah.
been through a lot, it seems.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I feel slightly better now. It's still a little bit of headache, but thank you.
I'm glad.
For saving me with Brian.
Of course. You're my best friend. I wasn't going to let something happen to you. I mean, granted, it kind of already did, but...
Yeah. I'm just sorry for being late.
River,
know.
are you kidding me?
I was supposed
And
to
speaking
meet you.
of, the night is still young, and I have 2 bottles of wine, so...
I mean, you know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I should, not think about what happened. I should, move on. I can't think about what I did in the past. That might not be the best thing that I've done.
Exactly.
There were mistakes, there were bad choices, but yeah, it's a new me, new outlook. I gotta embrace that. I'm ready for
Yeah.
things. I cannot let those things get to me anymore. That was the last time what happened in the thing. Seductive Rose Brian trying to mess with my head. But I'm not gonna let that happen. Because I'm stronger than yesterday, so...
You are. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so...
Right.
You're one of the strongest people I know.
We're gonna add that to the karaoke song we're doing later.
Great. Come on, let's
Okay.
go hang out and have a drink, because God knows you need it.
Alright.
This is nice, right?
Oh, yeah, this is nice, of course. I mean, so much nicer than, like, where I was at, like,
Yeah.
earlier, in that deep, dark cage.
Maybe you should think about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's kind of hard to not think about something that literally happened, like, 12 hours ago.
I know.
Yeah, but
Now
I feel
you
better.
can probably see why I had such a hard time with you and Brian before. Because imagine that thing,
Right.
except it being in the form of Brian and actually
Yeah.
killing you. I can't even imagine what I would have done had it actually done something to harm you.
Yeah. I mean, he was for sure hurting me. That Seductive Rose.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that he didn't do anything to really try to end me or whatever.
Well, I certainly had a plan to, but
Yeah, it was,
we got there just in time, I guess.
I guess, and well, you know what matters is Seductive Rose is no longer, you know, part of Brian. It's something alone, and I got out. And now we actually should be worried because there's this big thing, but I guess, you know, it's something to be worried another day.
Yeah. And Brian was pretty, you know,
Yeah,
he
really
wanted to defeat it on his own.
Yeah, so I'm gonna...
I guess that's not really our place.
Yeah, it's not really, unless he asks for it. But, what...
But now, how are you dealing with everything?
I don't know. Like before I got captured by Brian, I mean, not Brian, Seductive Rose. My bad,
Yeah.
bad habit. Well, I was, like I told you, I was ready to really, you know, start fresh, like for once, for real, like really clicking this restart button, moving on from the past completely. I've been having such a hard time doing so. I keep like trying to move forward, but kind of something keep holding me back. But I feel like I'm finally ready, but then I got captured, and while I was being captured, I don't know what Seductive Rose did to me. He showed me something. It was like in the form of Brian, and just tell me a lot of things. Something like, I have made a lot of mistakes. I'm, you know, sinner. I'm, you know, just a terrible person that, you know, I, you know, maybe realize that maybe I can, I mean, maybe I am just trapped in this cycle, this never-ending cycle, and I can never really move on. I'm always like really stuck. If I can never like turn over a new leaf if I never like really admit like or repay the sins, I guess, that I have done, the crimes that I've committed, or bad things that I've made, poor decisions. So I don't know. But obviously those are just really just visions or words that meant to break me
Yeah.
in a way.
I mean, he was probably just targeting all of your weaknesses. Have you worried about those sort of things in the past?
I mean, I guess I have to be honest that I was a bit obsessive with certain things.
You don't say.
I was paying a lot of attention to back then when I was trying to make things work with Brian. I just had a vision. I never really had a lot of things that I want because how I grew up and like love and having a family with someone that I love is something that I always wanted, and so I guess I'm just really, focused on making that work, and I kind of got lost. So that's one thing that I feel like I've done, and I've made a lot of poor decisions
Well,
because
that's
of that.
understandable, though. I mean, you have never told me much about your family, but there's nothing wrong with wanting love and wanting someone to share a family with.
Yeah,
That doesn't make you a bad person, and sure, it might have clouded your judgment a bit, but it's not your fault.
what if there's something even worse?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, like you want something so bad, and you're so close to having it, and then one day you just lose it all. Like, what would it make you feel? Would you react in a certain way, or?
Well, I mean, if there was something I really wanted and I was close to getting it and then I lost it, I would be upset. I'm not sure what exactly I'd do. It depends on the context, but I'm sure I'd probably be capable of making a mistake or two, or at least having poor judgment.
Well, I don't know how to say, but there may or may not have been someone that was trying to stop me from getting, what I deserve, love, and he or she took it away from me, and I've confronted and I've made some poor choices and actions.
Well, I mean, at least you recognize that they were poor choices and poor actions. You've acknowledged that, and I mean, I don't know exactly the situation, and nor do I
Right.
need to. But
Right. You don't?
no, I mean, that's your business. But you can't dwell on everything that's happened in the past, River. Eventually, you have to just be able to look forward and, like I said before, love yourself and forgive yourself for those wrongdoings and those mistakes, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been trying to do, and it's not been easy. I just felt like because it's so hard, maybe it was never gonna happen to me, but I guess no one ever said it was easy. I guess moving on. So
No, it's actually quite the opposite. It's very, very difficult, and it's gonna take time and patience and probably a lot more heartache than happiness at first, but
right.
you'll get there eventually.
Well, I guess I'm glad I have you along. Because
Well, I'm happy to be here.
thinking back, I honestly don't know what I would have become without without you in here to always just give me advice and just be there.
Well, what are best friends for, am I right?
Right.
Anyways, enough of this
Yeah.
sadness and the dwelling on the past.
Yeah.
How about you and me do some karaoke?
I mean, it's late, but sure.
Yeah, but everyone's probably in their
Who
cabins.
cares?
Or...
We're the camp
Yeah.
counselor. We make the rules.
We can wake them up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, I have just the song in mind.
You set me free every time your hands on me. I wanna be your way to shine.
I can't deny the feeling that you're giving me. You lit the spark that's set a fire.
Oh no, don't run away from your love.
No, no, don't turn away from the heart of the groove.
From the way that we move, kill the lights we can lose. Oh, kill the lights and look right at me. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Kill the lights and touch my body. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Come spin me around, let's get lost in the sound. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Touch my body, kill the lights tonight.
Don't try to hide, let's have some fun.
You can rely on anything or anyone who fights the love you have inside.
Oh no, don't run away from your love.
No, no, don't turn away from the heart of the groove. From the way that we move, kill the lights we can lose. Oh, kill the lights and look right at me. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Kill the lights and touch my body. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Come spin me around, let's get lost in the sound. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Touch my body, kill the lights tonight.
Kill the lights.
Kill the lights.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Kill the lights.
Kill the lights.
Close your eyes.
Close them, close them, close them, close them, close. Kill the lights and look right at me. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Kill the lights and touch my body. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Come spin me around, let's get lost in the sound. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Touch my body, kill the lights tonight. Kill the lights and look right at me. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Kill the lights and touch my body. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Come spin me around, let's get lost in the sound. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Touch my body, kill the lights tonight.